Rishan Solutions. In this video, we'll discuss Manage Metadata Service application in SharePoint 2016. So metadata says that it defines the data about data. If you have some data and you want to write some data about data, then you can use a metadata service application. So in this metadata service application, we can define the architecture of an organization and we can write in a hierarchical data in a proper manner. So for that, we have term store management tool in SharePoint. When you go to any site collection, you can able to see the term store management tool, and under that you can define the term sets. Under that you can define the terms, and then you can define subterms, and you can define subterms under it. So we can see how it will work inside SharePoint environment. So for that, I am going back to this SharePoint environment. So in this SharePoint environment, I have one site collection named as Rishan Solutions. So when you go to the site settings from site action gear, there is an option inside site settings that is term store management tool. We'll open that term store management tool. How we can define the terms we'll see there. So if you open under site administration, there is a concept called term store management. When we hit this term store management, it opens a window to create the term groups, term sets, and subterms, and terms also we can able to create under that. We'll see how that works. And after you create these term sets and subterms, those we can use that inside a list or a document library to add a kind of tags inside a list or a document library, and also we can able to create a managed navigation also. So but when I open this term store management tool, I can see the message, the managed metadata service or connection is currently not available. The application pool or managed metadata web service may not have been started. Please contact administrator. So this message is a common message when you open this term store management tool in any site. So first we have to configure this managed metadata service, then we can use this term store management. So when you are using this term store management tool, we need to understand two terms here. One is global term sets and the local terms. Global terms will be available in entire application, but the local terms will be available to that particular site only. So we'll go back to the application management. Here in the under application management, we have web applications, site collections, and service applications. Under that we have this manage service application option. So now this is in the central administration, SharePoint 2016 central administration. We have application management. Under that we can see that. So before creating that, we have a couple of service applications which are already created here. And to create a new service application, here we have a new option. Under that we can able to see app management, business data connectivity, machine translation. Here is managed metadata service application. Click this one first. So give a name to this, managed metadata service app. So now this is my database server, and here, so when you are creating this managed metadata service application, the complete metadata information, the terms and term sets and groups information will store in a database. So it is asking us to give a database name. I'm giving a name as mms underscore db. Okay, this will be meaningful. Managed metadata service application will give mmsa db, and the authentication, I'm using Windows authentication for MySQL database, so that's why I'm selecting this one. And you don't need to give a SQL authentication account and password, but if you are using a SQL authentication in your database server, you have to give this SQL authentication account name and password. And I don't have any failover database server. If I have any failover database server, then we need to enter here and you no need to enter the database name. It just create a same replica of this database in this database server. If you have any issues in your primary database, and you can get the data from the failover database. Now here it is about the application pool. If you want to create a new application pool to run this manage metadata service, you can create from here, or if you want to select any existing application pool, you can select from here. So we have search app pools which we created last time, and then this is about SharePoint web services system. You can choose any one of these. I'm selecting SharePoint web services system, and this is the account which we are using to run this particular application pool. And come down, and here enter the URL of a site collection to store the content type hub. Like this content type hub stores the content types. Your content type limited to a particular site, but if you want to publish those content types into a specific site collection, you can enter here content type hub. So I have one site collection here. I'll try to use this one to store the content types. I'm giving this site collection URL, and so when I give this one, here we have two checkboxes: report syndication import errors from a site collection using this service application. Yes, add this service application to the forms default list. Now it will add into forms defaults list. Just click OK, and it will create a manage metadata service application in this environment. It will take some time to create. Okay, it's taking time. Because we have any errors, I don't think so, but the server is taking time to respond back. So meanwhile, if you go to any site, you can see this kind of term store management tool here, and if you configure the manage metadata service application, you can see the same term store management tool in the central administration also. When you click manage metadata service application, and later it will show us. I think it's not responding. We have missed anything. We don't have any error, and instead of using this, we'll try to use, of course, anything would be fine. I think it's not responding actually. So when we change this application pool, this automatically changes the account name as well, but it's not responding. It's moving up and down. Specify the name, database, application pool, and content settings for the manage metadata service. Okay, we did that, and we given this, and I'm clicking OK, but something is happening in the back end, but these buttons were not responding here. We'll wait for 2 to 3 minutes. If it not responds, we'll try to create a new one. Yes, now it is responded. Yeah, it is already created. See, we can able to see this manage metadata service application here. When you click this one, it's trying to open. It's little slow, and when we click, it's taking some time to load. Okay, now I think it will open, or otherwise we'll click manage to open that. Or see, it's loading. It's taking time, but it will load. We'll see what happens. Yeah, now this term store management tool is open in the central administration. Now when it opens in the central administration, we don't have any errors here. Now we don't have any errors, as you can able to see. And when you come back here and try to refresh this term store manager or term store management tool in the site, and it will open without any error. Without any error it is open, but just before we saw errors. Now we don't have any errors in this site collection. Now I'm coming back to the central administration. Now I'll create some. We have default groups here: people group, search directories, and system, but I don't like it. I am trying to create a new group. Just click new group. Now we can able to see here. Now I'm trying to give a company name, something like Christian Solutions, and then once you create a group, and you can able to see this new term set, Now before discussing about the term set, we'll discuss about the group properties. Now here we have group properties. Name of this group is Rishan Solutions, and the description is optional. If you want to keep, you can, or if you want to skip, you can. And here we have group managers option. In the group managers, you can able to give the managers here for this particular group. Either you can give, I have two accounts here. I'm trying to give RSIT, and I'm trying to search. No, I think this user is not available. We'll try to match, we'll try to search for the user. Now the people picker is not getting values here, or otherwise we have another user named as Risha, and we'll try to search for this user. Yeah, now the user is available. And if the same in other places, we have two options: either check for a user, or you can search for a user also. I'm trying to get this system account actually. No, we'll try with no space. I think this account is not available. We'll search like this. Okay, now we have built-in administrators. You can click OK. So now we have given this user, and also I given built-in administrators, and this is about contributors. This is the managers, and these are the contributors. If you create any group inside manage metadata service application, you can see a unique ID, and this unique ID will be available to each and every entity inside term store management tool. Like I created a group, I can able to see GUID of this group, and if we create a term set, and you can able to see this unique ID, and if you create a term, you can able to see. If you create sub term, you can able to see. Now we'll try to create here. See, before that we changed something, but we are not saved it, so I'm clicking cancel and try to save this one. But the data is saved. It's taking time, but term store management tool, term store operation in progress, now it's saved. And once it is saved, you can able to create a new term set, or you can import term set. If you have any term set, we can import that, we'll see. Or you can delete the group. Now I'm trying to create a term set here. Now the term set, I'm creating something like departments, and at this we can able to create the terms. Now here we can able to create some management. We'll discuss about term set and terms later. Admin department. Okay, admin department is done, and then we'll try to create development, maintenance, marketing, sales, and HR. Okay, we are done with this one. So we can able to create subterms also inside this one. So we are done with term set and terms. Clicking cancel, and just we'll click save. Okay, so we'll come to term set first, and we'll discuss about terms, and later we'll create a subterms. Now this is a term set which we created under this Rishan Solutions. And if you want to create a new, for example, I created this, and then I want to create another term set, we can able to create the term set here. So now here I'm giving something like locations. So now we have two term sets, and subterms we have here. So when you create any term set, it contains a different properties for it. Now we'll discuss about an general properties of the term set. The term set will contains a name and it contains description. It is optional. The owner will automatically takes who created it, and later of course you can add more owners here. And then who is the contact person, or is the contact email address for this particular owner or somebody's email, and who are the stockholders. The stakeholders is information, it's something different like owners, members, and you can able to see this message here. This information is used to track people and groups in the organization that should be notified before major changes are made to the term set. You can enter multiple users. This stakeholders means, for example, this particular department heads or maybe department admin people wants to know if something modified in this particular term set, and you can give those people here, and it will send an a notifications to the users who are here when somebody modifies this particular term set. So for that, and we need to use this stakeholders concept. And here we have submission policy, and one is closed, another one is open. When a term set is closed, only metadata managers can add terms to this term set. When it is open, users can add terms from a tagging application. Like if you want to give an option to the user to add their own, or if they want to add some metadata into this, they can able to add when you click open. Otherwise, only managers can able to do that. And see, each and every term set have its own unique identifier. And then intended to use. Now what is the purpose of this particular term set, what you want to use? And we have three options here. Available for tagging, yes, you can able to add in the list or a document library to tag the documents or items. The next one is use this term set for site navigation. We'll discuss about this navigation part a bit later, because so once we use for tagging and we'll use for this navigation. The last one is use this term set for faceted navigation. Allow user to configure the contextual refiners, also known as factor. Okay, this is about something like we can create a refiners when people is trying to search or people is trying to add that, and they can have that navigation also. So total three options we have. We'll discuss first tag and we'll discuss about the navigation. The next one is custom sort. Now this is user default sort order when I created like this, but when you add these items into an for a tagging, we'll see how this behaves. And later if you want to change that sorting order, you can able to do that. That also we'll discuss when we are working with the metadata tagging. The next one is custom properties. And if you want to create a custom properties for the term set, you can able to create a custom properties to store the additional data about the term set. You want to give some additional data about the term set, you can add here. And the same we can have for the terms. I think we are not done any changes on that, so that's why it's not asking for save. Now we'll come back to this. Come back to terms. Terms contains two things. One is for the general metadata or general properties, and the custom properties. The custom properties, I'm not creating any custom properties, but we'll see about a general. So in the general, the final thing we know that every term set or a term will have a unique identifier. Next one, where is this management is available? It is available under department term set, and its parent is departments, and the owner is this. And this is about label, default label, which we give in management, or if you want to give any other labels like synonyms, you can give here. And the language of this particular term is English, and it is available for tagging. So now we will get couple of more options when we change the term set intended use. And when I change into use this term set for navigation, if you go back to this term, okay, cancel it, first save it. Now we saved it. Okay, but it's not saved. I think we clicked on it and then we came back. um, See, select this and first save it. The operation cannot be completed, the term store may be unavailable. It's something. Okay, now we are done, it's saved. We'll go back to the term. When you change that, and then now still we don't have these options because the data is not saved yet. What's going on when we are doing this? We are missing anything? I don't think so. Select this one and try to save it, and we'll see that error properly. The operation cannot be completed, the term store may be unavailable. Okay, we'll see. I think there is some thing is happening. Okay, we'll go back to this again, application management, and then manage service application and metadata service application. Okay, now it's loading. Okay, we have this Rishan solutions, we have this departments, and we have this intended to use. Select this for navigation. I think it's saved, and we'll go back to the. Now see, this is already sorted. Earlier we have created in a different manner. Now A, T, H, M, so and so, so and so. Now when I go to this admin, now now see the options were changed. Just before we have only general, and then we have custom properties. Now the navigation also added here. When you go to the navigation, here navigation node title is admin, it shows in admin, and navigation hover text, if you want to see hover text on it, I'm just adding administrator. I missed it out. Administrator, when somebody hovers we can able to see that. And visibility in menus, and I want to show this in global menu and the current navigation both places, so you can select this one. Of course, if you select these two also, when we are doing in the navigation part, definitely we need to select either it would be in the global navigation or in current navigation or both we can select. And here we have two options for the navigation node type: simple link or header, or term driven page with a friendly URL. Of course, we are not going to use this term driven navigation, we'll use the simple link or header. And for this administration, I just want to give this one, like if people clicks that admin and I want to open the central administration, you can save like this. And here the page in this folder will be associated with the navigation node. When you navigate to one of these pages, this navigation node will appear selected in navigation menus. This is about associated folder, but I don't want to open that associated folder for this. Now we have another option here. Another one is term driven pages. Okay, I'll cancel this one actually. Are you sure want to? No, I just want to cancel. First we'll save this one before moving from this page to another page. First we'll save this one, and then we'll move into another page and we'll see what options we have in the term driven. So here we are not using this term driven page friendly URL. So if you want to design those term driven pages, you can design the friendly URL, which means it contains the site collection URL slash admin. And if you want to customize, you can. And you want to set up the target page settings also, you can do from here. Or you want to go with this catalog item page settings, you can go from here. So these two options will be additionally adds to your term, and this will be available for other things also. We'll come back and we'll set up this navigation when we complete about the tagging on the list and document library. And even before that, we have other options also to discuss about. So now in the admin, you can able to create some sub terms also. If you try to create some sub terms, and those also will have the same kind of things. Now here in the admin, I can give uh, user admin, and then once it creates, we'll create another office admin, and then I'm just giving couple of admins, OS admins. Okay, done. We created three subterms under admin. When I select this one, I can able to see the same options. Navigation is same, and then general purpose also same. So we have here departments and locations term sets. We have terms, and under that we have subterms. When you go to your site, and this is in the site, now we have created globally. I'm expecting everything should be appeared here also. So now you can able to see the departments and then admin, which contains subterms. The remaining doesn't have any subterms under it, so that's why there is no expand button before that. But for this we have subterms, and we can able to see that button. So we'll go back to the home page of this particular site first. So now I have one list. The name of the list is data. So inside this I want to create a column. So for this, here we have option create column. Now we'll create a manage metadata column, and that how it works we'll see. And I'm just giving company, select manage metadata. So done. There is a manage metadata option, and when we click that, it will show some options. We know description is optional. This, if you want to make it mandatory, you can. And this is about enforce unique values. Now this option is, we have couple of terms and subterms. If you want to select a multiple, which means I don't want to choose only one, I want to choose two or three for tagging to this particular item, you can choose allow multiple item, multiple values, or otherwise if you uncheck this one, and it only accepts one. If you select one, it shows, and if you select another one, and the previous one will disappear, and the new one which you selected will be available on that particular option. Now here display format, I just want to display the label, I don't want to display the entire path. And now here we have interesting option to select our term set. Either you know the name, you can search for it. For suppose I know locations, I can search for it. If I type locations, I think it's location, click this search, it will show people under there is a location. I think locations will be under that Rishan solutions. I don't think so. We have something wrong. So if you don't like this, yeah, locations is appearing now. So we don't want to choose like this. You just pick expand. No, this is just refresh. Come here, Rishan solutions, and select this department. Now we have selected this term set here, and here if you want to customize your term set, you can click this one and you can customize, but I don't want to do here. You can go back and you can do there. And this is, if you want to edit your term set manager, you can do that here, but I don't want to do. And now if you want to give a option to the end user to enter their own values instead of getting from this term set, and you can use this as option, but I'm not selecting. And this default value also I'm not, I don't like to give the default value, and user can able to select that because this is not a mandatory field. If you want to give, then you can click this and you can choose, click OK. Now we created a column, managed metadata column in SharePoint list. It will add, and then when you try to add a new item to this list, you can able to see that option here. Now I'm giving some 10, and then company, you can click this option, you can see a window. In that window you can see that department term set, and you can see the subterms. Now I want to select office admin, I want to select HR, I want to select marketing, 3 I want to select, click OK. And then see 3 tags is added to this particular item. When you click save, Now the data will save on that particular list with these three terms separated with a semicolon. So like this, you can add the columns inside your document library or a SharePoint list to tag with the data which you have in the term set. So that's about this. And if you go to the document library, you can see library, create column, and then same manage metadata column. Okay, no problem. And in the manage metadata service app, we can able to see the groups which we have. Now it's taking time to load. We'll see Asian solutions. You can select the departments or locations, whatever you want, and just click OK. This manage metadata column will be available to your document library. You can tag the document library with your tags. So that is about using that particular term sets inside your list and library for tagging. Now we'll discuss about the navigation. We already added link here. Select this, and when you come here in the navigation, we already given this, and for this subterm, and we'll use simple link or header, click browse, and when you hit this browse, it will open a window to select a specific link. So that link would be from your environment, not outside the environment. Of course, we'll add outside links also. That also works inside your metadata navigation. It is the easiest way to add the links and sublinks also. Okay, we'll see why it is taking much time. When we click browse, it will try to open our environment sites, and you can pick one from there. I think it's taking too much time to display the details. What we'll do is we'll close this one. Instead of that, we'll give some simple links or headers, like I'm trying to give some https://microsoft.com. Just save it. Okay, done. Now we'll go back to Office Admin. Again, choose this one. Type something here. https://office.com. Save it. Go back to this, select this, and here https://windows.com. Save it. Now under this also, I just want to create a subterm named as SharePoint Online. Okay, so here also we'll give something like https://SharePoint. So we'll give SharePoint. Instead of this, we'll give https://office.portal.com. Save it. So we'll go back to development and then select this. We'll give http colon slash slash Russian solutions.com. Just copy this and then save it. Instead of typing every time, I'll copy this. Go to HR, save it, and then maintenance, save this, management, save it, marketing, save this again, and then save this. So we have all the links set up in this term set. We'll go back to here. So when you go back to this home page, we'll see we have something in the top, and we have the site collection URL, we have subsite URL here. And if you want to add the links in the top navigation, and there is an option to click this edit links, and you can drag and drop the links here, or you can add a link using this link option, and you can able to save that, and the link will save. And it will take time, and every time you need to work these edit links, and it will little difficult when you are trying to add links and when you want to modify something on the page. So it's difficult, but there is an easy way. And also Microsoft not given an option to create a sublinks here, and only top links you can create. But I want to create a sublinks, and then after that I want to show other sublinks under that also. It's very difficult here, we don't have an option. So for that, if you go to this site settings, now here we have couple of options, like we have quick launch, and quick launch, this one we have top link bar. So when you click this top link bar, we have navigation link only. We don't have a header and sublinks option here. You only have a navigation links option here. But in this team side, we don't have an option to change, or we don't have an option to see the navigation bars, or to add a sublink kind of things in the team side. To enable that, we need to activate a publishing feature on this team side. Then we'll get a option named as navigation. So for that, we have to activate this SharePoint server publishing infrastructure feature. So then you can get page layouts concept, you can get navigation related options under look and feel section. Now when we hit this, it's taking some time to activate, and we'll add a couple of features into this side. We'll see what are those features and how we can work with that. Okay, done. It is activated. So once the feature activated in this particular site, we'll see couple of options will be added under this look and feel section. So we have design manager, we have device channels, we have this import design package, and finally is navigation. So if you hit this navigation, it will show navigation elements here. So we have three options here. One is display the same navigation items as parent site, and this is the top level, so it is disabled here. And we have another to manage navigation and structural navigation, these options under global navigation. We have two navigations, one is global navigation which appears here, another one is current navigation which appears here. Now in the current navigation we have the same option, display the same navigation as a parent site. It is also um, disabled because of this is a top level site. And we have structural navigation also, this one is disabled and this one is available here. So now the current navigation is using this structural, and global navigation also using the structural navigation. But I want to put the managed navigation in the top navigation. We'll see that before that the structural navigation looks like this. You can see global navigation, you can see that particular navigation link here, and then you can able to add a header, you can able to add a link, and this link will be available only one level. But we can also able to create a two level in the managed navigation, that we'll see. So now I'm selecting managed navigation for the global navigation only. So here we can able to see this managed navigation term set option. You can able to choose your term set from here. So we know that we have created a group named as Rishan Solutions under this managed metadata service application. When you click this expand, and it will show all the groups, and this is the group I want to choose, and this is the term set I want to select for this. So click this one. I don't want to create a term set. From here also we can, but I don't want. Here we have add new pages to the navigation automatically. If you create the links, that automatically creates. So if you create a terms, it automatically creates a navigation links, and it creates a friendly URL also. But if you don't have that pages, of course you'll get an error message there. And this is about that structural navigation, but we want only this managed navigation for the top navigation. Now click OK. When you click OK, it will add the navigation elements in the top navigation. See, we have admin, we have development, HR, maintenance, management, marketing, sales. If you go to the home page, you can able to see the top navigation which is automatically added. Now here we have admin, we have office admin, we have OS admins, we have user admins, and also we have created something under, I think under OS admins, we'll see that. And every link, when you try to click this office admin, now we give an office.com, it is redirecting to office.com. Now when you click this one, again we have development, so that is redirecting to another site. So what are the links we given which is redirecting to that? Okay, so now we are not able to see the second level of navigation, so we just given for SharePoint Online. See, this one we missed out. If you are not giving the link, of course if you given the link, but if you forgot to save that, it will not show there. Well, paste, try to save this. Okay, done. Just refresh this page. I'm not going to change anything. Come to admin, still no. I think what happened to this, it's not saved yet, or I don't know. Office admin, and okay, it is saved. And okay, we'll try to do some control F5. If it is not coming, only one level of navigation is coming directly here. Okay, one level it's coming, and these are the global navigation terms which stores and we'll come back. We might miss out something here. Okay, the navigation here, these two options, visibility, we need to change save, and term store operation is in progress. Okay, okay, it's not responding. See, now it is coming. So under admin we can able to see office admin, and we can able to see SharePoint online. This way we have created one level and two level navigation simply, and we are not added or we are not modified the home page, and we just used the managed navigation from the term set, and which is appearing here. So this way you can simply add the terms and sub terms under it, and your navigation also will add automatically. So this is very simple way to create the navigation. So using this manage metadata, we have total three advantages. So one is we discussed about that. um, I'm sorry, we discussed about the tags. First we did, that is intended to use, available for tagging. The next one is for the term set navigation. The last one is for the faceted navigation. Three advantages with the managed metadata service application. So that is about this managed metadata service application. And thanks for watching my video.